brilliance from the world #1 and defending Northern Ireland Open champion Judd Trump. Look at this for an opening red, perfect position on the blue. And after that, it never looked in doubt that he'd go on to complete his 8th century of the tournament, the 29th of this fledgling season, and the 748th of his increasingly formidable career.
Thank you, Ronnie.
He's asking a lot of questions of the world champion Ronnie O'Sullivan once again. He's bested him in the last 2 years in this event, and he's threatening to do it for the 3rd consecutive season. O'Sullivan surely has to win this 8th and final frame of session 1. The Alex Higgins Trophy at stake. The great man would certainly have appreciated the style of snooker that Judd Trump brings to the table. Flair, flamboyance, brilliance. All qualities, of course, that Ronnie O'Sullivan possesses in spades, but second best right now. Has he got it in him today to turn it around? Close to the double. If he doesn't, it won't be for the want of trying. That's something that O'Sullivan has done with every shot he's played this week.
Already a different kind of safety battle this frame, with the reds towards bulk. I don't think O'Sullivan's played as badly as some might think today. He's battled hard for every point. He's potted a lot of good balls, but just missed a couple of shots, a couple of rest shots. He's missed a couple of important shots. But like I say, if he could win this frame at 5-3, then he's in there. Some of the stats below. Safety has been slightly controlled by Trump, not entirely. Feels like there's quite a lot riding on this frame to me. They're always easy in a match of this kind, but especially these two. 4-frame lead would just feel like an awful long way back.
Trump will be very happy with his afternoon's work, but he'll be giving this final frame everything, because if he can win it, it gives him such a buffer. And we'll put him within 3 of retaining the title for the hat-trick.
He's always got the option here. He can just drop into the bottom of the bunch. He doesn't particularly want to play it, but it might be that in the absence of any other shot, that's all he can do.
Touching ball is red.
So Marcel Eckhart confirms it is touching.
No, he's touching 2 of the reds, I think. Difficult to get a real advantage here, because like I say, the roll-up's always the last resort. So you kind of wonder how this frame will develop any time soon. One way of changing it, but I don't know what shot O'Sullivan has here.
O'Sullivan's highest break of this final remains just 43.
What I'll say about that, I mean, the stats don't lie, Philip, do they? But I think if anyone has had the better chances, it's been Judd, and he's created those, of course. But whenever O'Sullivan has come to the table, there's been high-value colours tied up. Now, that hasn't always stopped him before, but I haven't seen him absolutely banging amongst them and not make many. It's just been that kind of an afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah, things have often been awkward. It's been a real scrap to make anything sizable for O'Sullivan. A couple of times he's got himself in front, potting some really good balls, but hasn't been quite able to deliver the killer blow. The misses with the rest have been costly at times, uncharacteristic as well.
Oh, this is a little bit pacey. Cue ball is bouncing away. Surely he's not left the red, has he? Looks like he's okay, but there was an anxious moment there when he thought maybe the red had become pottable. I don't think he can get to the potting angle. It might just be some of it sticking out. Play it with left-hand side to straighten it, maybe. Well, he clearly didn't go for the pot, but he hasn't played a very good shot either way.
Now then, one good pot from O'Sullivan here. Can he produce something along the lines of Trump's previous contribution, get himself back into this final?
One.
Well, this actually, well, it just might be his best chance early in the frame of the day, of the session of 8 frames, because he's in first. And this is usually where he's very deadly, especially at manipulating the balls into better positions. Let's see what he can do.
Seven.
Well, that's fair enough. He's had a good split. I don't think you could hold it against him. Probably deserved it. A couple of balls have gone awkwardly, but this time, this is a gilt-edged opportunity.
Yes, he couldn't have hit the pink much better there, splitting the reds.
$20. $21. $28. $29.
O'Sullivan has always been extremely adept at going into the reds. A few better exponents in the history of the game, and this was pretty good.
He
36.
was, but he kind of landed on a red that he didn't know about. The cue ball just
37.
drifted down the table, and once he got on that red, the rest of the split was absolutely fine. Now, after some very stitchy frames in a row, the last couple have been more in keeping with how we saw this final going from the start.
44. $45.
Well, he's going to need a good pot here, not ideally on his colour. And we've been in this sort of territory today already with O'Sullivan building a modest lead, but not being able to continue. Needs a good positional shot. And that wasn't it, although he may still be okay.
Well, he's okay, all right. I think certainly, unless those two reds don't go, his expression suggests that they don't. But I think he can pop that left-hand red. I think it will go, but it's not a full pocket. I'm always the first to say when they go easily. This does not go easily. It will go on off the jaw, I think. That's a very good shot.
51.
That is a good shot. He just raised his hand there because he sighed and huffed and puffed, and then he was on the red. Just didn't want Judd to be disrespected, I think.
Yeah,
Nothing
careering
worse.
into the brown was never part of the plan, was it? But no damage.
Nothing worse when your opponent does that. Say the little apology for thinking he wasn't on a ball.
57.
Well, things could have gone badly wrong for O'Sullivan there, and going in and out of balk, but it looks as though he's going to win a frame. He surely had to win to entertain thoughts of lifting
64.
the Alex Higgins Trophy aloft tonight. He's very close to reducing his arrears to 2. Red and the black would suffice barring snookers. Easily his best break of the final. It's been a tough afternoon for him,
65.
but 5-3, all things considered, wouldn't be too bad. The applause acknowledging frame ball.
72. 73.
Yeah, this is a good break. Always felt that he needed to get in early in a frame and get the balls where he wanted them. Maybe the one or two little nudges in this frame
80.
are the ones that he didn't really get earlier on. But it means that tonight will remain very
81.
interesting. I think they've got all their anxiety and the sort of tense nature of snooker out of themselves. I think it'll be more free-flowing now, even
6.
though it could end up close. There's one not to miss from here. The intensity has been there from the start.
$94. 95.
So the black for O'Sullivan's 6th century of the tournament. A very timely intervention from the reigning world champion.
102.
He's going to be facing the same deficit as he did last year.
103.
Judd Trump still has work to do to make it 3 Northern Ireland Opens in a row.
110. 112.
He'll be pretty happy with his afternoon's work. Sparkling century just now. Had he won this frame, 6-2, hard to see any other result than a Trump victory. But O'Sullivan has come to the party in the nick of time.
119.
And it could yet be a momentous evening.
124. 130.
What a break this has been. What a way to end the session.
A 137 clearance from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Engrossing stuff in their third Northern Ireland Open final. And O'Sullivan has given himself a chance, but it's Trump who leads by 3.
Well, it ended as we thought it would begin. Fantastic ending. Rocket Ronnie will be delighted with that. He trails 5-3, but he'll probably feel like he's going in all square because he certainly wasn't at it today, and Judd played really well. Maybe Judd will be the one pondering what could have been as they go off for their break before they're back tonight.